black and white, clear as crystal.
Welcome, alumni, students, faculty, staff, family, and friends. It's the Homecoming Pre-game Extravaganza, the Showdown at the Shore. Join the festivities on the lawn outside Monmouth's Multipurpose Activity Center. Broadcasting live on both Hawk TV Channel 12 and WMCX 88.9 FM, now until 12:45. Followed by the 20th Homecoming football game, played by our very own Monmouth Hawks at 1 p.m.
Frazier in the pistol, sends Pollard in motion right. Handoff, Nagy up the middle towards the end zone, fighting for the goal line, touchdown Monmouth.
Live interviews, games, and even a parade to commemorate 20 years of Monmouth football. And now, here are your Homecoming 2012 hosts, Caitlin Nowacki and Aaron Goldner.
Aloha! And welcome to this year's Homecoming Pre-game Extravaganza here at the MAC. We are your hosts. I'm Kate Nowacki.
And I'm Goldie.
And this event is brought to you by your student-run media organizations, Hawk TV, your campus TV station, and WMCX 88.9 FM, West Long Branch, New Jersey, your radio station.
And don't forget the Department of Communication. We couldn't do it without them.
Absolutely. You know who else we couldn't do this without, Goldie?
Who?
Our sponsors.
Oh, of course.
I know. They have so graciously donated some awesome prizes for our promo wheel. We have trivia games going on and food for our crew.
Keeping us hardworking.
Keeping us hardworking. So a special shout out to our sponsors, Top It. I know. Yeah. Bubba Coos. Even better. And Cake Bacon Roll.
Ooh, I could really go for some Top It right now. I don't know if you guys could tell, but we're here at the beach, and it is getting hot.
So hot.
Because it is Showdown at the Shore, and you know what that means?
No.
Well, it means you're in for a day of the best jokes you've ever heard.
The best jokes or the corniest jokes? Because I've heard your jokes before, Goldie.
Well, I'll let you be the judge of it. Let me start you off with an easy one.
All right, hit me.
What did one ocean say to the other?
I really don't know. What did it say?
Nothing. They just waved.
I feel like we need that little bump going on here.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long day.
Yeah, but not as long as our football team's rich history. We are celebrating our 20th anniversary today.
20 years of football. That's a long time.
Oh, it is. And to celebrate it, we got some great interviews coming up with Coach Callahan and Professor Matt Harmon.
Yeah?
And, you know, a fun fact about Professor Matt Harmon, he was on the first football team here at Monmouth.
That's pretty awesome. And he gets to come back here and celebrate 20 years of football with us today, which is pretty
exciting.
Cool. You know, I have a fun fact, too.
Oh, yeah? What is it?
Yeah, about Coach Callahan.
Ooh.
Yeah, did you know that he's the only head football coach Monmouth has ever had?
For 20 years?
20 years.
Wow, that is dedication.
Dedication.
Wow.
I know.
Oh.
So, and of course, talking about our Monmouth Hawks, that's actually the reason that we're out here today, is celebrating our homecoming football game. So don't forget to join us today, 1 p.m. on Kessler Field, where our Monmouth Hawks will take on Bryant University.
And we're going to destroy them.
Crush them. Bryant better watch out.
Oh, they better.
Absolutely. So, but before that, as we mentioned, we have a lot of great things going on. So we're also going to have promo stuff going on. We have the Department of Communication out here. We are also going to have the director of the Urban Coast Institute, Tony McDonald. He's going to be out here for an interview. He's going to talk to us about the shore and coastal preservation, conservation, all that good stuff.
Because if we don't care, who will?
Exactly.
But speaking of things getting hot out here, I think things are heating up over at the promo table. Veronica, what's going on over there?
Hey, Goldie and Kate. I'm Veronica Urowski from Hawk TV.
And I'm Nick Summons from WMCX.
We're over here at our promotions table where we got some awesome games going on. We're guests of our homecoming tailgating pre-game extravaganza, whatever you want to call it, can come and win some prizes. Pre-game extravaganza? I like that name.
Extravaganza.
So over here, we have Treasure Hunt.
It's a great little game. All you got to do is throw 3 ping pong balls into one of those cups, and you could walk away with a Hawk TV mug or a USB.
It's pretty awesome. Over here we have the Cake Wheel, sponsored by Cake Bacon Roll.
It's delicious.
So spin the wheel, you can win a gift card there, and it's awesome. And we also have
the ever so classic balloon darts.
All right. As you can see, these are all boardwalk games. So we're at the shore, we're having a good time. But right now we're going to send it back to our hosts, Kate and Goldie.
I mean, that looks pretty exciting.
Yeah, I would love a piece of that cake wheel. Sounds delicious.
Goldie, you know it's not really cake, right?
What?
Yeah, it's just you spin it and you win cake.
Oh, well, that sounds pretty good, too.
Yeah, you know what else sounds pretty good is the whole Monmouth Hawks football thing. But
oh, yeah.
I mean, I would love to talk about it, but I don't know much about sports, and I don't want to intrude upon that. So we actually brought in some experts today.
Yes,
so
we did.
Right now I'm going to let them introduce themselves. We have some of our awesome sports hosts from WMCX.
Thanks, guys. Welcome to the Sports Desk here. I'm Brad Brown. Alongside me, Mike Zimmerman, Mike Hyatt. We got plenty to go through today to get you prepped and ready for all the information against this Bryant Hawks Bulldogs team. Again, our host said it, 20 years of Hawks football. We'll go through a rich history of the university sports. That'll be one of our segments. We'll also go through both sides of the ball for the Hawks side, a little bit of the Bulldogs as well, and an overview of the game as well. Also, an interview with one of the first members of this Hawks program, Matt Harmon. Our own Gary Cole also has his own interviews with Coach Callahan and quarterback Kyle Frazier. I mean, guys, I'm excited today. How about you?
I'm very excited, Brad. I want to see how this Bryant strong rushing attack fares against a stout Monmouth defense, Mike.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Kyle Frazier, reigning NEC Player of the Week. This is a weak secondary of the Bulldogs, and they're young, so he's one of the best players the Monmouth has, so it's going to be interesting to see what he does.
We got plenty to talk about, so be ready to come back to the Sports Desk. We'll throw it back to our host right now. We'll see you soon.
Well, thanks, guys. We are certainly looking forward to that.
Yeah, we are. You know what else I'm looking forward to?
What?
That party that seems to be building up in the parking lot over there.
I know. Well, we got here at 7 a.m. empty. Now,
It's bumping.
it's bumping.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't we check it out? We actually have one of our reporters is going to be out doing the whole tailgating thing. So I think, she's going to have a fun day out there. So why don't we throw it over to her? Kim, what do you have for us?
Thanks, Goldie and Kate. We are very busy out here. As you could see, the parking lot is starting to build up for our pre-game extravaganza for Homecoming 2012. Just wanted to lend a special thanks again to Hawk TV, MCX, and especially our Department of Communication. Thanks again for having me here, your reporter, Kimberly Kravitz. As you could see, we have some quick snacks. We got some hot coffee, we got some tea, but it's feeling like the beach. It's really hot out here today, so I don't think you're going to be going for that hot coffee just yet. We also have some cupcakes, we got pretzels, we got hot dogs, we got it all here. And we also have our crew here in the sand, AET. How you girls doing? Woo! I didn't hear that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Well, thanks again for letting us have this time to talk with you. Stick around. We're going to see our boys beat Bryant. And if you stick with our blue and white, we'll have some more promo things over there for MCX and WMCX Hawk TV today. Back to the host, Kate and Goldie.
Well, thanks, Kim. We are super excited about that. And we're also excited because we're about to get the show really started. Now that we're done our introductions, I'm looking at the promo table. And I know you guys can't see it right now, but I can see it. And it's looking pretty fancy.
Oh, it is. That dart game looks like a lot of fun.
I mean, I'm just saying they got some awesome prizes. And they actually have a line of people waiting to play these games. Because, I mean, like I said, cake, bake, and roll prizes. I mean,
of course. How can you pass that up?
How can you pass that up? So we're going to check it out right now. We're going to look at the promo. So what do you guys have for us? What games are you playing?
Right now, you can obviously see we got it going on. We got a crowd over here. You guys want to go, woo!
Woo!
Awesome. So we're going to start with her first. What is your name?
Laura.
Laura, and you are a current student or an alum?
I'm an alum.
Do you think Monmouth's going to win today?
I would hope so.
Awesome. I think you're going to win right here. Do you want to take your luck at the wheel?
I want to play the darts.
You want to play the darts. That is absolutely okay. I'm going to give you 2 darts. Nay, 3 darts. We're going to give you 3 tries. Okay, if you pop one of the balloons, we'll tell you what prize you won. Go ahead. A near miss. Throw it a little harder, a little harder. There we go. She broke the red one. Veronica, what is the red one?
All right, the red balloon is a Hawk TV and a WMCX sticker.
It was gold?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, that's fine.
All right,
that's fair.
okay. All right. Yeah,
no, it's the sticker. The sticker is red. She won 2 stickers, so we got our first winner.
There we go.
Can I get another volunteer? How about this guy right here? Come on down. What is your name?
2 stickers. Hold on.
Your name is what?
Doug.
Can you say it into the camera, buddy?
Doug.
Awesome.
There you
Doug.
go. Take that first one.
Doug, that is Veronica's little brother right here. Which game would you like to play? You want to go for the darts too? All right. Same rules apply. 3 darts. Throw them as hard as you can. Make sure you pop one of those balloons for us. All right, buddy? Little harder. All on the wrist. Oh!
There we go.
Another
My brother's
direct
got an
hit.
eye. He's pretty good at this
And we
game.
do we have a purple
We have
sticker?
a purple.
A purple is
a Hawk TV pen light and
Pen
a
light.
WMCX carabiner.
awesome. Those
So
two go
here you
together
are,
real
buddy.
well. Oh, thank you.
All right.
Do we have anyone who would like
Anybody
to
else?
spin the wheel? I'm looking for a guy who wants to spin the wheel right here. Come
we
on
found
down.
a guy that wants to spin this wheel.
Do you have any experience in spinning wheels?
A little bit.
A little bit? Is this your dream? Would you want to be on Wheel of Fortune someday?
Yes.
Yes, this is great practice. Go ahead, I want you to pick one of these little pictures, okay?
Purple starfish.
The purple starfish. All right, you're going to spin the wheel. If you land on the purple starfish, you win a prize. And it's spinning, and it's going. Right on the, I guess, how about a redo? You guys want to give him a redo? Redo, spin the wheel. And it's going, and he just lost. That's all right. What does he win instead?
All right. How about a pen and a carabiner? How's that sound? Good?
Pen and a carabiner. It's great. Everybody wins here. I think we have time for one more. No?
Nope.
All right.
All right,
where are we
time
sending
to wrap it up and send it right back to our hosts over there. Kate, Goldie, what do you got for us?
Hey guys, we're just hanging out and talking, and did you know this beautiful state has 130 miles of coastline from Sandy Hook to Cape May?
I did not know that. But
Yeah.
what I did know is that many of our lovely beaches here have boardwalks. Did you know that the first boardwalk in the world was actually in Atlantic City?
Right here in New Jersey?
In New Jersey, built in
Wow.
1870, and it was one of the largest. It's one of the largest still to this day.
That's amazing. Speaking of boardwalks, looks like the Department of Comm brought the boardwalk to us. They got great food and games going on over at their tent.
Absolutely. You know what I'm looking at right now?
Yeah?
Is that fancy little painted board.
Ooh.
It's got little bodies painted on it with bathing suits, and you stick your head in the hole cut out and take a picture. We're calling that photo ops.
I think I'd look good in that pink bikini.
I'm just saying, I think the pink would really go with your skin tone.
Absolutely.
But that's not all they have over there. They also
yeah?
have some really, obviously we talked about food because,
Mhm.
one of my favorite topics to talk about is food. So they have hot dogs over there. I'm definitely going to stop by later and get one of them.
Definitely.
Drinks, condiments, all that kind of stuff. They have cupcakes.
Ooh.
I know. Also, we're looking at sea glass bracelets.
Wow. What else do they got?
To go with the whole, short theme sea
Yeah.
glass bracelets, right? And temporary tattoos.
Well, I know what I'm doing after this.
I know. It's going to be pretty awesome. So let's transition now. Let's
Okay.
talk about what we're here to talk about, football.
Of course.
So we talked about before, we definitely have a
Mhm.
rich history here with the football team, 20 years of football, which is pretty awesome. So,
Yeah. And through that rich history, we've had a couple of our famous or former Hawks to go pro.
go pro. So, Pro Bowler Miles Austin. We have
course.
our Dolphin, Chris Hogan,
Mhm.
our Saint safety, Jose Gums.
Yeah, it's great to see we have some Hawks flying around the NFL these days.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Yeah.
Look at your little puns. It's kind of funny. All right, so I'm not going to lie, though. We are not, like we mentioned before, the sports experts. So right now,
No.
we want to celebrate the 20 years and our 20th anniversary with some awesome history. And we're going to have talks with our WMCX sports hosts who are going to tell us more about that. So why don't we throw it over to them, guys? What do you have for us?
Thanks, Kate. Welcome back to the Sports Desk, guys. 112 victories for the Hawks in 20 years of sports. Coach Callahan, the only coach to ever coach this squad. I mean, you talk about such a great job that he's done in this organization, being able to coach guys into the pros. Just things that really stand out to you as a coach.
Yeah, Callahan being here 20 years, it helped stabilize the program. He gets one system in, and he gets the players he needs for that system, and he stabilizes what he needs, and he's done a great job. 20 years is still a young program in college football. It's something to be proud of. With 112 wins already and a winning record, that's something to be proud of with only 20 years of history.
Well, in those 20 years, we know Coach Callahan has produced some great players over his years. You look at David Sinisi, one of the best running backs in Monmouth's history. He's atop all the rushing categories in the record books. 5,049 rushing yards along with 65 rushing touchdowns. You go to the passing game, Brian Bolin, who played from 2003 to 2006, 7,812 yards passing to go along with 58 passing touchdowns. And then, like our most famous Monmouth football alum, Miles Austin, is atop the receiving records with 2,867 receiving yards and 33 receiving touchdowns.
And you talk about a couple of the other coaches that we have here at Monmouth. The defensive coordinator, Andy Bobick, 20 years here at Monmouth. You also have offensive coordinator, Coach Scott Van Zyl. He's been here 13 years. It's his 5th year as the offensive coordinator. Just a lot of this goes hand in hand with being able to work time and time again, year after year, knowing what you did wrong the previous year to be able to fix it for the next year, or knowing what you did right to be able to continue that with the recruits that you have coming in. Just, to have that stable coaching staff really helps a team.
Well, with this experienced coaching staff, it helps because they've been there, they've done that. When they see a mistake out on the field, it doesn't take long for them to adjust because they've seen everything. Like we said, Coach Callahan's been here for 20 years. Most of his coaching staff has been here along with him for that long. So it really helps with a coaching staff to go along with Coach Callahan that understands his tendencies, his likes, and his dislikes.
Yeah, having that coaching staff as one, it really helps because they know what each other's doing. They know what plays coming. They know what each other's thinking. They know the system that they want to run. You don't have people going against each other, telling players different things. They know what they want to do. 20 years all together. That's something that's impressive. It doesn't happen much around in college football.
And you talk about how great this coaching staff has been with being able to produce players into the pros. Obviously, we talked about it. Miles Austin being the #1 guy that has gone into the pros, really shown his worth. You have other players like Chris Hogan, nicknamed 7-Eleven, on the Miami Dolphins. Jose Gums just came out last year, was a free agent, undrafted free agent by the Saints. I mean, just kind of preview, do you see any like NFL caliber players on this squad this year?
I really like tight end McClafferty. You know, he's got great hands and he's got great size. And in the NFL, that's what you need. You need to be big. You need to have size. And his hands have improved since his freshman year. I really like McClafferty to have a chance to get to the NFL.
Like Zim said, McClafferty's good. The tight end position has been changing in the NFL a lot lately. You got Gronkowski of New England and Jimmy Graham of the Saints, and that's a position that's really grown, and you have one, more like a two tight end, one to catching and one blocking. I think he's one that brings both aspects to the game.
And something, a guy that you brought up, Mike, David Sinisi, was back a couple of years. He was a great running back for this history of this football team. You talk about some of his stats that really lead this entire organization in rushing yards.
Well, like I said before, 5,049 rushing yards in 4 seasons. That's unbelievable. Hey, that's averaging more than 1,000 yards a season to go along with 65 touchdowns. He was Monmouth's all-purpose back, did everything, caught the ball out of the backfield. He's up there on Monmouth's receiving list as well. So he was a complete back, Mike, that brought everything.
Yeah, and the game has been changing, so you don't really see that complete back anymore, which is something rare. You usually see two backs that one is runs through the line, one runs outside. It's something that you'd rarely see, so it's a special thing to have one running back do all that for your team.
Now, going back into a couple players, before they were here before this time at Monmouth, before this team, who are a couple players that stand out in your mind?
Well, like I mentioned before, quarterback Brian Bolin at the top of the passing list as well. 7,812 passing yards, played from 2003 to 2006. Also had 58 touchdown passes in his Monmouth career. He was able to bring that vertical passing game to Monmouth, and I really think that's where Coach Callahan started getting vertical in his play calling, start throwing the ball down the field.
And I don't think you could talk about football here at Monmouth if you don't talk about Miles Austin.
Exactly.
Only 150 catches in his career and over 2,800 yards. That's something to say. A big vertical threat, now playing in the NFL. I think he's one of the best players.
We'll talk about a couple of the teams in the past that have gone to championships. Co-NEC champions back in 96, 98, 2003, 2004. Those two teams, had Miles Austin on the squad. They were tied with Robert Morris in 96, again Robert Morris in 98, Albany in 03, and Central Connecticut State in 04. And they were conference champions alone in 2006, the first time that they had won it by themselves. So I think that's a big thing looking forward because they had an opportunity this season to really try and take out Albany. They stumbled a bit, but it gives them hope going forward that this squad is good enough to go up against Albany, who is one of the top teams in this conference.
Definitely, Brad. And you mentioned that outright 2006 conference championship. They played in a postseason game against San Diego here at Monmouth, and they faced Jim Harbaugh, the current coach of the San Francisco 49ers. He was the coach of San Diego at that time, and quarterback Josh Johnson eventually made it to the NFL. So that just shows you what kind of talent Monmouth has played against throughout their years and the type of coaches they faced.
Yeah, it shows that they're a winning program. They've been there before. They know how to do it, and the coaching staff knows how to win, knows how to treat a winning team and what to do to get to that spot so they can get back there.
And I mean, just talking about this squad now, how it's developed over the course of the 20 years, really becoming more of a throwing team this season compared to the rushing force that it was when David Sinisi was here.
Well, I think that Monmouth has become more balanced since Sinisi was here because between the 20s, they like to throw the ball down the field. Kyle Frazier loves hitting his receivers. And once you get into the red zone, that's when they love to pound the ball with Julian Hayes and Asante. So I think they're balanced, but like you said, they're very pass happy. They like to throw the ball down the field, push those safeties deep, and I think they've developed into a very balanced offense.
Yeah, they have, but how, as a Monmouth offense, do you not throw the ball when you have a quarterback like Kyle Frazier? He can drop back in the pocket. He's a running threat this season. He's been running great, and he sees the game so well. He finds the open receiver. He has a great arm. He can get the ball downfield, and he finds who's open. It doesn't matter who it is downfield. He sees them, finds them, and then if there's nothing open, he can run out and take it out on his feet.
And I think another player that we can talk about that went to the pros, was on 7 teams. You got to talk about tight end John Nalbone, a great player for this organization or for this school, and what he did in past years here at Monmouth.
Yeah, I mean, he's been on a couple teams so far, but he's been a big help. Any player that's in the NFL that went to Monmouth is a big recruiting place that you could talk to players, say that they've been there, they know how to do it, they know how to get teams and players in the NFL. So that's a huge advantage that this team has.
Yeah, now Bone was a tough player, always worked hard, and as we see, plays for a lot of teams in the NFL now. Yeah, he might not get it done with one team, but he'll move on to the next team and work just as hard.
Now, this team overall, we said it coming into this segment, 112 wins, 89 losses, 66 of them coming in the NEC, 49 losses in the NEC. But, you know, just being a dominant force year after year really helps give praise to an organization. And you talk about Miles Austin getting all the attention that he does, being able to say, hey, I came from Monmouth. It really helps this school.
Well, Coach Callahan has brought a winning pedigree to this program. Players want to come here because they know they'll succeed, and they even have a chance to get to the next level, to the NFL. So I think Coach Callahan is a big presence with this program.
Yeah, it lays on all on Callahan. I mean, and when a player comes into college, all they're thinking is NFL. They want to get there. That's their goal. That's every football player's goal when they start out. And to see that Callahan has produced some NFL talent, it is something that draws this program to people.
Now, you talk about 20 years here at Monmouth. What are some things that stand out to you in the history, just in general, anything that you could think of?
I would have to go back to the winning pedigree, you know. He's had a couple tough seasons here at Monmouth, but most of the time he's had winning records, winning teams, winning program. It all comes back to Coach Callahan. I know I sound like a broken record, but it's all about Coach Callahan. He's brought a winning pedigree, a winning tradition here at Monmouth.
Yeah, 20 years is still a very young program in college football, and to have 112 wins with a pretty good winning record, that's something that stands out in the program and says that they're here to stay. They're a winning program. They have the right tools to get there. And I think that's all on Callahan, like Mike said, but I think that's what stands out about this program mostly.
And just some final quick comments about moving forward with this rich history.
I think it continues. I think Coach Callahan's been doing a great job of recruiting, bringing in his type of players, those tough, gritty players that won't give up. I see his success continuing.
Yeah, it's only going to continue from here with the more publicity they get in the NFL, like Miles Austin and Chris Hogan. They're going to get there.
And that'll be the 20 years here at Monmouth University for the football team. We'll throw it back to our host.
Well, thanks, guys. I'm really excited for today's game, especially after hearing everything our sports guys have to say. You know, I did say Hawk TV and WMCX, we put on some pretty good games ourselves.
Yeah, we do. We may not be tackling people, but we sure are popping some balloons. Take it away, Nick and Veronica.
Hey guys, we're over here at the Hawk TV and WMCX promotion table. I'm here with Ravi. Now, Ravi, are you a student or are you an alum?
I am a senior at Monmouth, so a student.
Oh, I'm a senior too. There we go. All right, so we're going to play some awesome games. We have Treasure Hunt, Wheel of Cake, and the dartboard. What do you want to try?
I'll do the wheel.
The wheel? All right, let's go walk over here.
That's awesome because we actually just had a winner for the wheel. Maybe we could get winner number 2.
We did just have a winner for the wheel. Nick, do you want to tell everyone what the winner for the wheel gets?
The winner of the wheel gets a cake, bake, and roll $1 gift card. So you can go get your snack on, your little sweet treat if you win the game.
All right. So, Ravi, what you're going to do is you're going to pick an image and then give it a spin. What image are you going to pick?
I'll pick the surfboard.
The surfboard? All right. Give it a spin.
Hang 10, baby.
All right. Big money, big money. Let's see.
What's he got?
Oh, we got flip-flops, but that's okay because everyone's a winner over here. So, Ravi, you get a prize. How's that sound?
That'd be awesome.
All right. Here's a keychain.
How about a backpack?
About a pen?
Pen?
Yeah, pen.
All right.
All right.
Fair's fair.
All right. There you go. Thanks, Ravi. All right.
Who we got
over
next?
Here? Hi. What's your name?
I'm Kelly.
Kelly. Great. And Kelly, are you a Monmouth student or an alum?
I am a student. I'm a sophomore here.
Oh, great. So what game do you want to play today, Kelly?
I'll go with the wheel as well.
You want to go with the wheel as well?
She's going with the wheel.
This is a very popular game today. So, Kelly, what image are you going to pick?
I'll pick the flip-flops.
The flip-flops? All right. Give it a spin. All right. Oh, surfboard. Robbie spin. All right, that's okay.
Fine.
You're a winner. So
everybody gets a prize here.
Everybody gets a prize, so
Because-
don't be shy. Definitely come over here and check it out. It'd be great. So how about a backpack? How's that sound? That sounds perfect. Awesome. Great. All right.
One
Who's
more
next?
contestant.
One more. All right. And what's your name?
I'm John.
John. Nice to meet you. And what game do you want to try? You want to try a dartboard over here? Sure. Yeah? Okay. 1 minute. Okay. So here you go. You're going to take some darts. You got 3 of them. All right. And you're going to step back over here and just toss away.
Come on, John. Oh! I say we keep going.
We keep going. Okay.
We keep going. See how many prizes he can actually win.
Okay. All right.
2.
2.
What
2
colors were
prizes.
those?
He got an orange and a blue.
All right, so he gets a pen,
A pen,
and a stress ball and a key light.
a stress ball, and a
So a trifecta of prizes.
Today. There we go.
Thank you.
All right. Here we go. All right, and that's pretty much all we have going on over here right now. We're going to send it back over to our hosts,
Exactly.
Kate and Goldie. Let's go see what they have over there. I hope Goldie has some.
Thanks, guys. Hey, Kate, you know what time it is?
No, Goldie.
Time for another great joke.
All right, let's dive right into this.
Ah, see, I'm not the only jokester here.
I try.
Why don't oysters share their pearls?
Because they're
Because they're shellfish.
Shellfish. See, I had it. It was on the tip of my tongue. I kind of knew it, right? I know. All right, maybe try a little harder next time.
I'll work on it.
All right. Well, right now, we're going to throw it over to our roaming reporter, Kim. It looks like she's got some SGA folk to talk to, who are the ones who put this all together for us. So, Homecoming is their event. Let's talk to them about it.
Aloha. Thanks again, Goldie and Kate. It does certainly not feel like football season out here. It is hot, and I've been laid. So I have student government here just to talk to them about the major production they've put on for Homecoming. Is that right? Yep. Yes. Well, I have Nick, Kelly, and Pyle here to talk today. As Vice President, Kelly, what do you feel was the biggest contribution for Homecoming this season?
I have to say that Sophia Mandia is our chairperson for Homecoming, and I think she put on a great event. Pep Rally was the best come out we've ever had, so we're really proud of her, and we're so thankful that we were able to have her to do this. So.
That's excellent. You guys certainly put on an amazing production today, and it's not even 1 o'clock yet. So are you juniors or seniors?
I'm a junior.
I'm a junior.
I'm a freshman.
A freshman. Freshman. So you must really be feeling the bulk of it. Yes, exactly. What have you done to contribute?
Well, pretty much helped Sophia with planning and getting everything together, and it's been a really great experience.
It's been a great experience. I'm so glad to hear that. And what was your name?
Kelly.
Hi, Kelly. Another Kelly. What did you have to say about Homecoming this year?
I think it's a great success so far. I'm excited to see how the game goes. I'm excited to see everybody to see the decorations and all the work that we've put into it. So hopefully it's a good game.
Excellent. I love the energy. Did you have anything you wanted to add?
No, I don't think so.
No? Oh, that's all right. Well, over here you could catch a cold drink if you want to have some food. We're over here at the Department of Communication. Hopefully we could talk to you some more a little later on. Enjoy the day. Have a good one. Over here at Department of Communication, we have the professors. They put together a great spread. We have the cupcakes here. We have some pretzels. We have hot dogs. We have plenty of stuff to go figure out. Absolutely. If we have the SGA come over here, I'd love to have a cupcake with you if you want to help yourself. We got vanilla. We got chocolate. If you're in the mood for a little bit of a savory treat, you have pretzels. Absolutely. Well, enjoy yourselves, and back to the hosts now, Kate and Goldie.
Hey, Goldie.
Hey.
Thanks, Kim. Goldie, I got a fun fact for you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Do you know that the Jersey waters offer up to 8 different types of fish?
Oh, no kidding. Is one of those the New Jersey dolphin?
Goldie, there is no New Jersey dolphin.
Oh, I guess I just have Nick Dolphin on the mind.
For those of you that don't know, Nick is one of our members, so and also one of Goldie's roommates, so now I'm a little concerned, but hey, that's fine. We're now going to throw it back over to our promo hosts who have some awesome stuff going. They have more people lined up over there. I'm just saying you guys should probably come out to the MAC where we are right now because there are people lined up, and if you want to have your chance to win a prize, you better get here soon because we don't want these prizes running out on you. So
and they're going fast.
Veronica and Nick, what do you guys have for us?
Well, actually, Veronica, I have a confession for you. There's this new-fangled website on the internet. It's called Twitter. What exactly is Twitter?
Twitter is this awesome thing. You can post your statuses, kind of tweet updates, and you can follow your friends can follow you, you can follow celebrities, sports guys, you can even follow WMCX and Hawk TV.
Now, hold on a second. I mean, sports pretty good, but why is Hawk TV so important?
Well, Nick, Hawk TV right now is running our Twitter promotion contest. If you are our 100th follower on Twitter, you can win a $25 gift card to Bubba Coos.
Really?
Yes, really. So I suggest that you start a Twitter right now. Get your phone, set it up right now.
Laptop, phone, iPad, iTouch, I don't care what you got. You got to go on Hawk TV's Twitter, because if you are that 100th follower, you get a $25 gift card.
Exactly. And if the winner just happens to be a Monmouth student, lucky for them, Bubba Coos runs special offers for Monmouth students. So definitely, if you don't have one and you're not following us, get on it.
I believe currently we're about 10 below 100.
10 below 100. So
you want to like that. You don't want to be the 100 first.
Exactly. But right now, Nick, what do you say we play some games?
Obviously, I want to play some games. That's why we're over here.
All right. So we have someone over here. Okay. Let me come out here and see you. So, excuse me, miss. Excuse me, miss. What's your name?
Kelsey.
Kelsey. And Kelsey, are you a student or are you an alum?
No, I'm a senior.
You're a senior? Great. And I see you're a part of a Greek organization.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Great. So what game do you want to play? You want to play this? All right. So Kelsey, this is how you do it. You pick an image, and then you give it a spin. And if it lands on that image you picked, then you win. How's that sound? Great.
It's the wheel of cake.
The wheel of cake.
Wheel of cake.
So what image are you going to pick today?
Flip-flops.
Flip-flops. All right. Give it a spin. All right. There we go.
We got to give her another spin. I can't have that right now, okay? You got to spin this.
Kind of a weak
I want to
spin.
give away $1 to Cake Bacon Roll, okay? This is my goal.
Still flip-flop? Yeah. Okay. All right, let's go. So close. One away, surfboard. But how about some sunglasses? Perfect? All right, great. So...
She's going to go with flip-flops?
Nope, she's all set.
All
she
right.
got some sunglasses, but now we're going to send it back over to our host, Kate and Goldie. What do you have for us over there?
Thanks, guys. Hey, Kate, remember that interview I was telling you about before?
I think it was the one with Professor Harmon, right?
Yeah, exactly. Brad Brown's got that right for us. Brave, Brad?
Thanks, guys. Alumni, broadcaster, professor, Matt Harmon. Matt, thanks for joining us.
Oh, happy to be here. It's a beautiful day. It's nice that finally we have a nice day for homecoming, especially after last year. This is well-deserved for all people Monmouth, alums, faculty, students. Should be a great day.
A great day indeed, and we got plenty of questions for you. First one we'll throw at you. 20th year of Hawks football, we're going to be saying it all day long. What does it mean to you that you were a part of the first football team?
Well, you know, the program has come so far in 20 years. I mean, think back when we played in 1993. Things were so different. I mean, it was basically 100 guys who just kind of came together for that particular season, and if you were able to run and put your uniform on, we might as well suit you up and give you a jersey. I mean, now the way that it is with the current team and the current players, I mean, it's a scholarship program and it's continuing to build. I mean, I'm not sure how many guys that played in 1993 on that first team, myself certainly included, would be able to play today and keep up with the speed of the game, the caliber of players that we're attracting here at Monmouth, and the caliber of play in the Northeast Conference as well.
Now, when you talk about that team and the time that you've been with that squad, what was your best memory?
Well, I think, too, you know, the first game being up at Stonehill was certainly a memory just because it was the first ever game. It was a game that was on the road, and we played Stonehill College up in Massachusetts. But probably the highlight of the season had to have been the first win. It was a game against St. Peter's, which no longer plays football anymore. It was a game that was here at Kessler Field, wild scoring game, tons of points. Good friend of mine who was one of the first quarterbacks for Monmouth, Doug Rossback, had an unbelievable game. Threw for as many yards as any quarterback up until Kyer Frazier last week when he threw for over 500 yards in the loss to Cornell. And it was a crazy game, and then be able to say you got your first win in your first season. I mean, it was an unbelievable memory. It was a great game. It was, I think it was in October. It was early October, so the weather was pretty nice. The crowd was really good. And at that point, I think a lot of people were still saying we didn't even realize that Monmouth had football. And then you come through with this thrilling, kind of exciting, high-scoring win. It kind of helped spur the program a little bit.
Now, you talk about going from playing to broadcasting. You broadcast on the Shore Sports Network. How does that help you with all of these broadcasts?
Well, I think the good thing about being having such a connection to Monmouth, I mean, in one way or another, I've been here since 1992. I started as a student prior to the football team actually even getting on the field. And then in 93, I played for one season, which was my sophomore year of college, and then got hurt in the offseason. Couldn't play as a junior and a senior and kind of fell into WMCX, which right away I realized how much I loved being still a part of it, but in a whole different light. And then being able to carry the experience over as a player into being a broadcaster and then continuing the broadcasting. You've always kind of had that player's perspective a little bit, which makes things a little bit different and I think a bit unique rather than just being a trained broadcaster. If you have some kind of experience with the game, it just makes it a little bit different. You can still kind of see things from how either a coach or a player would look at it.
Now we'll talk about that transition again, going from playing to broadcasting and being watching the team, over these past 20 years. How have you seen this team change and develop over those years?
Well, I think obviously the caliber of player, like we talked about before. I mean, it's a whole nother level of play right now going on. There's some great athletes here that have come through. I mean, we have guys, and I'm sure we'll get into it. We have guys that are playing in the NFL that came through Monmouth. I mean, we would have never dreamed of that in 1993. Again, we were in a situation where, if you could run and put your uniform on, you could fill a spot and you could be a body on that particular team. But I think that's the biggest difference. Caliber of play, obviously the increased level of competition. I mean, the schedule that we play, not just in the Northeast Conference, but out-of-conference games as well. I mean, we wouldn't have never dreamed of playing Lehigh or Cornell or Old Dominion or Central Connecticut State like we do now in the NEC or teams like that. But those out-of-conference games, again, back in the day, we'd schedule whoever we could line up with, basically. Now the caliber of play is just far exceeded anything that it did back in 20 years ago.
And you talk about that caliber of play and how it's exceeded expectations with Miles Austin going to the pros last year. Jose Gums went in, was an undrafted free agent to the Saints. Were there any members of the Hawks team this year that really stood out and looked like they could have NFL talent?
I think there's some guys, I mean, knowing obviously a little bit about what's going on, there is obviously scouts that come in all the time. And I think what happens is the first time you get one, Miles is kind of being the forerunner and the groundbreaker in that category and making such a mark, just not making a team, but being an all-pro and being a major contributor to the Cowboys like he is. It's made it easier for guys after that. We're now, I think Monmouth is on the board for NFL scouts. They have to say, well, let's go pop through and see what's going on at Monmouth right now. And in terms of guys that are on the team right now, I know Tyler George, the tight end, has gotten a lot of looks, and he's kind of a prototypical tight end type body for the next level. Tristan Roberts is a very good wide receiver. Same kind of thing. He's got an NFL type body. I think those would probably be the two main guys that scouts are looking at right now from this current batch of Hawks.
Now, you talk about Miles Austin and, what he's done to really give a forefront for this, the Hawks team, not only the Hawks team, but the university as a whole. How does it not only give attention to the university, but help out with recruiting?
Well, I think not just here at Monmouth, but if you took it conference-wide, the NEC is now starting to get players in the NFL all the time. Julian Stanford, for example, player from Wagner, now playing with Jacksonville. But Miles was kind of that first guy. And now a couple of guys after that. John Nalbone spent some time in the NFL. Jose Gums, you talked about in an NFL camp this past year. Chris Hogan has spent some time in an NFL camp as well. So now you've got four guys that you can kind of say, hey, we know how to get guys to the next level. And for a lot of players, high school, college age, that's really the ultimate goal, right? I mean, to get into the NFL or have an opportunity to play at the next level. So I think when you do have guys that make it that far, it just makes it that much easier. You can go to a recruit's house and you can say, hey, look at what we've done with some of the players that will come before you. You could be one of those guys if you put that time and effort into it.
Now, we'll talk about the history again a little bit and kind of go into, things that you've seen. Was there a moment that stood out, in your mind as probably one of the best in Monmouth's history?
Well, I think, again, not to repeat it, but the first win was one for sure. And then I think you can point to any kind of championship season that Monmouth has had here. The first one in 1996, the last one through the middle part of the last decade, so important. But in terms of the last couple of years, more current history, I mean, again, I think taking some of the trips that Monmouth has been involved with, having an opportunity to play like at Old Dominion. I mean, Old Dominion, a school that kind of revived football and now pretty quick will be a Division I football program. Coastal Carolina, the same thing. So when you're making those trips and playing those kind of teams, I think it really tells you, number one, that your program has become someone that other schools will respect enough to schedule. And also that when you have that opportunity to go and play in front, I mean, when we went to Old Dominion a couple years ago, you're playing in front of 25, 30,000 people, and it's not like playing at the University of Michigan or Notre Dame or Penn State or anywhere like that. But for this level of football, if you can find somewhere that you can put yourself on that big stage, it's a big moment. So I think those are some highlight moments over the last few years.
Now, we'll talk about today's game and we'll preview it a little bit, just coming from your perspective. Jordan Harris, a big wide receiver for this Bryant University offense. How does this tough, gritty Monmouth defense stop him?
Well, I think the defense is certainly the unit that will be under pressure a little bit today, because the last couple of weeks they have not played well on that side of the ball. And Bryant has two very talented players. Jordan Harris is one, Jordan Brown is another. And I think the way that the season has gone for Bryant, they know, as does everybody else in the league, that those are the two guys that are going to get the football. So I think Monmouth first has to slow down Jordan Brown running the football game, and then maybe have the opportunity to double over the top with a corner safety combination and slow Jordan Harris. Unfortunately for Bryant, they give up a lot of points, but last week they finally put together their first win. So I think the task today for Monmouth defensively will certainly be a challenge.
Yeah, and just one final thing. I mean, you talk about Kyle Frazier very quickly. How effective will he be in today's game?
Well, if stats tell any part of the picture, Bryant gives up about 37 points per game. Monmouth scored 38 last week in a loss. So I think the offense will be able to kind of find itself today. The one part for Monmouth offensively has been a lack of a running game the last couple of weeks, and I think that is something that can certainly get healthy here today, because Bryant is the team that gives up the most yards on the ground of any team in the NEC. So I think offensively Monmouth will be just fine. It's defense that has to kind of clean things up a little bit.
It'll definitely be an interesting matchup. Matt, I want to thank you for coming out and helping us and giving us your time.
Anytime. I'm psyched to be here. I think it's great what you guys are doing between Hawk TV and WMCX, and as an alum and faculty member, I'm happy to be a part of it.
All right, thanks again, Matt. Back to you guys at the host, Kate.
Oh, thanks, guys. Goldie, you look like you're glistening a little. I got you this Monmouth University napkin.
Oh, well, thank you.
To wipe that sweat away.
But between you and me, I don't think I'm glistening. I think I'm shining. Like the shining star I am.
Of course, shining star.
And speaking of shining stars, did you know Bruce Springsteen got his start right here on the Jersey Shore in Asbury Park?
In Asbury Park, which is just right up the street, really. And, the Stone Pony is his little place. And I go there all the time for shows.
So do I.
So it's actually a great location to visit the shore in the summer, because then you have, you have the whole beach thing in the day, nightlife at night. I think it's pretty awesome.
I do too.
All right, so now we have Kim, and Kim is going to talk to us some too. Look at those people over there. They look pretty awesome. They look like they're about to give us something entertaining to listen to. So Kim, why don't you do a little interview right now? Kim, take it away.
Hi again. Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Goldie. We did pick a very special couple out of today's crowd. We have Jim and Kathy Buffum, a lovely couple that were Monmouth alumni, and they voluntarily told me they're from the class of 1972. Thank you so much for coming out here today.
Our pleasure.
Glad to be here.
Great. I just had a few questions because I know you have a very special story. You two met here at Monmouth, didn't you?
Yes, we did, actually, at a Phi Kappa Psi party our freshman year, and it's all history from there.
History from there. That's excellent. And I know you also have a daughter that graduated from Monmouth and then met her husband here at Monmouth. So that's an also excellent story. So how long has it been since you've been to Monmouth since you graduated?
Oh, we come back periodically. The campus is so beautiful. We try to get involved in some of the alumni events.
Right. And where are you from?
Toms River, New Jersey.
Oh, okay. So you're very close. So it's just as well that your daughter also stayed very close. What did she major in?
Communications. Yeah, she's got a great job with Meridian Healthcare, but right now she's on maternity leave with our 3-week-old grandson.
Excellent. That is such a special story. Well, thank you again for coming out. Please help yourself to a nice cold drink or a snack before the game. Enjoy your time at the bookstore, and I'll hopefully see you later. We also have another special guest today. Here we have Jeff Taylor. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yes, we're happy to have you. We also have a very special story here. As you can see, he's got his Bryant College sweatshirt on. Anything you'd like to add?
Well, it was a while back, but it was Bryant College at the time when I attended Bryant. Now, of course, it's Bryant University. So I guess I'm giving away some dates, I guess, at this point.
And we were cracking up. We know underneath he has his Monmouth University sweatshirt because his son comes here. So that's excellent.
My son is a freshman this year.
Wow, that is excellent. Now, what did you major in at Bryant?
Accounting.
Accounting. And what about your son here?
Communications.
Communications. Excellent. We love communications. Here we are, Department of Communication. That's what we love to hear. Well, we hope that you have a great time today. I know you won't lose either way, right?
Right. I got both bases covered.
Exactly. We love to hear that. Enjoy your time at the game. Help yourself to a cold drink or a snack. All right, thank you. Thank you very much. We have had so much fun out here today scouting all different people. Everyone's got a story. I love to hear that. So here we have some cold drinks. I think I'm going to help myself to some. All this talk about food is just making me a little hungry. So back to you. I'm going to grab myself a hot dog. Back to you, Kate and Goldie.
Well, thanks, Kim. You know, I have to say that I'm really excited I'm a senior. I'm excited to graduate, and I'm excited to come back as an alumni and see, like, this from a whole different perspective.
Yeah, but to be between you and me, I'm pretty content right here. I think I could do this hosting gig every day.
I mean, it is pretty fun, but actually, right now, I would much rather be at the promo table because I'm still looking over there and still seeing them winning all these cool prizes, and I'm really jealous. I mean, I kind of wish I was over there. So, Veronica and Nick, what do you guys got going on right now?
Right now, we have our first winner for Treasure Hunt. She's right here with me. What's your name?
Monica Santos.
Monica Santos, what was key for you in your win in Treasure Hunt?
Oh, depth perception.
The depth perception. You have a very lovely mug now and a USB. That's awesome. Give it up for Monica there.
Woo!
Awesome. Thank you, Monica. But over here, we have
Twee.
Twee. And Twee, have you ever thrown a dart in your life?
No, never.
You have never. Okay, well, we're going to go until you win. That's my guarantee. So go ahead, scope it out, and throw that dart.
Thank you.
Very close, but no cigar. Throw it hard. Possibly aim at a huge clump of balloons. Try that. Oh, I'll tell you what, three more. If you don't get it here, I am sorry. Oh my gosh. Throw it hard. Throw it really, really hard. Maybe she needs a chant. Come on, guys. Twee. 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 Twee.
There we go.
She got it, and it was the color green.
Green.
We have a green.
Green is...
Yes, we have color coding.
Green is a lanyard, so you can get a TV lanyard and a
gets a lanyard?
WMCX lanyard. So there you go.
Awesome. Give it up for Twee.
All right. Woo! All right,
want
how
some...
about over here? Anybody else want to play some games? Yeah? All right. Come over here, guys.
We'll give each of these guys a spin of the wheel. How about that? Okay, so you just got to tell us which picture you would like to pick, and you get to spin that wheel.
I'll pick the surfboard.
Surfboard, go ahead, give it a spin. The surfboard is the one he wanted to land on. Will it happen? Will it not? Oh! He got it! Nice.
There we
nice.
go.
What does he get, Veronica?
Okay, so for the cake, the wheel of cake landing
Wheel
on your
of cake.
surfboard as you've chosen, you get a gift card to Cake Bake and Roll. It's a $1 off coupon. Also, you get to have any promotional item on the table. So choose wisely.
Awesome. Let's see if we can get another winner right here.
All right.
Which one would you like to choose?
I'm going to go with Shell.
Shell, give that wheel spin. Shell it is. No palm tree, no surfboard. Only Shell. And just short of the shell, he got a beach ball. You can pick a prize, but I'll tell you what, we'll have this going on all day. We're going to throw it back to Kate and Goldie.
Well, thanks, guys. Those games look pretty fun.
They do, but I think we got to talk about a really big game right now.
We got to talk about Monmouth football.
Yeah,
and we got to talk about the Hawks offense against Bryant's defense. And who better to do that than our WMCX sports guys? So take it away, guys. You're listening to WMCX 88.9 FM, West Long Branch, New Jersey.
And we're right outside the MAC, enjoying all the great festivities going on. And I got to say, what a great day it is today.
What a great day, absolutely. And it's actually a day to culminate a whole week. Spirit Week is what they call it, that homecoming, part of homecoming that SGA put together for us. So Spirit Week involves a couple things. Did you participate in Spirit Week, Goldie?
Sure I did.
Sure, he says. All right, so let's run through it real quick. So Monday was Jersey Day.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, I was sporting my Eagles jersey.
That's a shame to hear.
Whoa. All right. We can't all be cool as Goldie. But Tuesday we had Support Your Cause. Wednesday we had Support Your Club and Organization. So, you know, we were repping Hawk TV. We had people repping WMCX, of course, naturally. Thursday was Rep Your Hometown. Where are you from, Goldie?
I'm from Long Valley. Where are you from?
I'm from Washington Township in South Jersey.
Never heard of it. Just
Goldie,
kidding. I've heard of it.
For those of you that can't see, the look that I'm giving him right now, it's awful. And then Friday, we kind of came to the end of the week with MU Pride.
Of course. And the only way to celebrate MU Pride is with a pep rally.
A pep rally. So yesterday I had a pep rally right here in the MAC, and it was from 5 to 6. It was pretty awesome. And Hawk TV's own reporters, Olivia Caruso, was there with a couple of our Hawk TV members to see what it was all about. So right now, we have a little story for you, a package on that. So let's check out that story.
I'm here at the pep rally, and it's the last event for Spirit Week, so let's go see what's going on.
I worked with a bunch of people on Senate and within Monmouth's community to put all of this together, so it's not just me. I have a lot of help from a lot of people, but yeah, basically we just all work together, and I mean, everything's pretty much set up. There's always the pep rally, there's always the day of the game, so it's just a matter of putting it all together and making sure it all runs smooth. I think it was really great. This year we had Jimmy come and he emceed the pep rally, and in the past it had just been the homecoming chairs from SGA, and I think he really just added that extra energy that we really needed, and I mean, this is what he does, so it was awesome that he came and did that for us today.
I like to come and support, Monmouth, come and have a good time with everybody at the school. So, and also, I was running for Duke, kind of wanted to see if I won, which I did. So, yeah, I'm excited, because it feel like that means a lot of people around campus, that means I'm friends with them and they support me because I support them. So, I thought the pep rally was good. It was actually a lot better than last year because I think this year was a lot better turnout. There's a lot more people this year.
I actually really love it. I'm having a great time, and everyone here is super friendly. It was my first pep rally here for college, so I pretty much got what I expected, and it was great.
So do you think you're going to be at the game tomorrow?
Most definitely. I will never miss a football game.
So can you introduce yourself?
Oscar Sanchez Jr.
And what brings you to the pep rally?
I'm the president of the Student Government Association, which runs the pep rally.
And did you win a position on court?
Not yet, hopefully tomorrow, but I am in the top 3 nominees for Homecoming King.
And how do you feel about that?
Really excited, a little nervous. I won for the past 3 years, so I'm hoping to have a clean sweep. So this was the first step, and hopefully tomorrow I get the crown.
So that was the pep rally, and this is Olivia from Hawk TV News.
Well, that was awesome, and I had to say I was at the pep rally. It was pretty awesome.
Oh, was it?
It was fun. I had a lot of fun, yeah. So, remember how I was telling you about Callahan's long history here?
Oh, man, how could I forget? 20 years. I mean, who could forget that?
20 years of football and dedication. Well, WMCX's own sports director had the opportunity to sit down with Coach Callahan before this day, actually, to talk to him more about the football team. So we have that story right now.
Gary Cole here with Monmouth football head coach Kevin Callahan. Coach, we're about halfway through the 20th year of Monmouth football. How much has the program changed, would you say, in these 20 years?
Well, that's really difficult to measure. I mean, I think every year represents a change and represents another step forward. But if you compare to where we are right now in 2012 to where we were in 1993, I think there's a tremendous change. I mean, the level of talent that we have on the team, the skill level of our players, the schedule, the conferences that we're playing against, I mean, all are completely different than it was, back when we first started. Initially, when we first started, we were a non-scholarship program. We competed against other non-scholarship teams and really was a glorified Division III type program. And now we're at the stage where we're competing with the best conferences in the country year in and year out. We're playing top 25 teams every season, and a number of them in some seasons. And I think that the level of competition has improved so much since those early years.
You've had a couple of big non-conference games this year with Lehigh and Cornell. In the last 20 years, would you say there's been maybe one play, one moment, or even one season where you would say is the defining moment in the program history?
Well, that's a difficult question. I mean, to boil 20 years down into one play or one moment. We've had so many great teams. I look back, at our first win back in 1993 in our 3rd game ever, a game that we came from 17 points down in the last 9 minutes to win. I look at our first championship in 1996. I look at the 2006 team that went on to the postseason play and the 2003 team that went on to postseason play. Both those teams were NEC champions as well. I look at wins over great programs like Villanova, Colgate, Old Dominion, who's now going to be a Conference USA member next year. I mean, all of those I think would have to be mentioned in those greatest moments.
Right. Let's fast forward to this year now, 2012. 3-3 as we stand now going into homecoming. Last week, tough loss at Cornell, but your quarterback Kyle Frazier, a fantastic game, threw for 451 yards, set all kinds of records. Can you talk about the play of Kyle?
Well, you know, Kyle was just had a phenomenal game. His performance was outstanding. You know, he was extremely accurate. He completed 35 of 45 passes for 75%. The yardage that he was able to amass, and probably the biggest thing that I saw in that performance was how he was able to lead our offense and keep bringing them back and answering Cornell scores and putting us in a position to win until the very end of the game. You know, we weren't at our best defensively in that game, and it was a game where our offense had to pick us up and carry us, and Kyle led that charge. You know, he spread the ball around to a number of different receivers. We had big plays from all of them, and I think that's all due to Kyle and the tremendous job that he did.
One of the receivers that you talked about had a big play last weekend, Tristan Roberts. He had a great finish to last season. He's been good so far this year. It seems like whenever you need a big play, he finds a way to come up with one.
Well, you know, he does, and Tristan is a very competitive player, and I think Kyle has a lot of confidence in him that he can get the ball to him at any time, and Tristan has the ability not only to get open and shake defenders, but he has the ability to make a play or gain yardage after the catch, and I think that's what we're seeing on a weekly basis now.
Flipping over to the defense a little bit, your linebacking core has been real strong this year. A lot of youth talent on that group. How important do you think it is for those younger guys, Dan Sullivan, Colin Cooper, as well as a lot of freshmen, to play with guys like Bill Lauch, Jeremy Rodriguez?
Well, I think what Bill and Jeremy bring to the position is some seniority, some maturity. They've played a lot of football. Jeremy is in his 5th year of football. Bill's in his 4th year. And I think they're a calming influence out there, and they demonstrate the poise and the leadership that you need in difficult situations.
Bryant coming up this weekend. They have 2 big weapons offensively, Jordan Brown, Jordan Harris. Having seen them in the past in person as opposed to watching them on film, how much does that help you game plan for them this weekend?
Well, you know, their offense is all about Jordan Brown, Jordan Harris. I mean, they're going to throw the ball to Harris, and they're going to give it to Brown to run the ball. They're both, preseason All-Americans. They were both all-conference players a year ago. They're tremendous athletes, tremendous players, and their offensive philosophy is to put the ball in their hands as much as they possibly can. You know, having played against them the past 2-3 years, I mean, I think we have a great understanding of, just what they bring to the field and what we're going to have to do and the level that we're going to have to play at in order to slow them down and stop them.
You have 5 NEC games left, 3 of them here at home, 2 trips out to Pittsburgh still remaining. How much does that magnify the importance of these 3 home games, knowing you still have to travel?
Well, one of our goals is to win all of our home games this year. We've won the first 2, and now we've got to go out and win these next 3, and it all starts on Saturday with Bryant. I don't want to look too far ahead to the road games out to Pittsburgh, but we've got to take care of business on Saturday. Here with Bryant. The NEC is such a competitive conference, and there's such parity in the league that you can't look beyond one opponent to the next one, because we see every year how teams they get caught looking ahead and they become upset. They get upset. So we've got to make sure that our focus is 100% on Bryant and get this 3rd win at home, and then worry about the next week after that.
Coach, thanks so much. Best of luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
It's Monmouth head football coach Kevin Callahan.
Wow, what a great interview. It was awesome that Gary was able to get that. And he also was able to interview senior quarterback Kyle Frazier.
It's really great that we could commemorate his senior year with this big anniversary and everything.
It must be a great year to be a senior on the football team. I mean, they're doing so well, and that's so exciting. That's so exciting.
It really is. Let's hear more from Kyle and Gary.
Gary Call here sitting down with Monmouth senior quarterback Kyle Frazier. Kyle, last weekend you guys go out to Cornell, a non-conference game. Tough loss, but you had a huge contest. Did it seem to be one of those games where everywhere you looked, somebody was open, there was an open lane?
Yeah, definitely. We came out and we executed what we said we were going to do with the game plan. There was, Tristan was wide open for that 1 touchdown. We had, all the wide receivers were just making plays, even the running backs were. A lot of guys were open, and I was luckily able to just, get the ball on them and let them make a play.
10 guys had a catch. How important is it to you to have so many weapons and 3 running backs, 2 tight ends, 5 receivers had a catch on Saturday? I mean, how big is that for you?
It's huge for the offense because, you know, they can't just key on one person. They have to go ahead and be accountable for everyone out there. And, you know, when you can get the ball to 10 different guys, it helps spread everything out. And, you know, hopefully it can, you know, work to our advantage. And it obviously, you know, did on the offensive side on Saturday.
One of your top guys last year has struggled a little bit this year to stay healthy, but he seems to be getting back there now. That's Neil Sterling. How big of a target is he for you?
He's huge. Neil's, you know, he's great. We just need him to stay healthy. But whenever he gets the ball, you know, in his hands, he can do whatever he wants with it. He can drag the defenders. He can go up and get the ball. You saw on Saturday he dragged 2 or 3 of the defenders in for 10, 15 yards into the end zone.
Coming back this year, obviously you had the injury last year, but is there somebody on the offense, whether it be on the line or one of the skill guys, that has really emerged as a big-time presence this season?
I would say Mike Murphy is a guy that definitely has come out, and you know he was one of our captains last year, but he's come out and he's been more of a leader because he has 4 years of experience under his belt, and he's a guy who's, you know, just been able to come out and work with the younger guys, and he's shown his presence on the field. He's played very well this year.
You've played Bryant a couple times now in your career. Is there anything you've taken out of those games that you think is going to help you on Saturday?
Bryant's a good team, first off. They're very good defensively. They can go ahead and they're a physical team, but we just got to come out and execute. When we come out and do what Coach Van Zyl wants us to do, you know, we can go ahead and we can put up points.
What's the message to your offense going into Saturday? It's homecoming. Everybody's emotions will be riding high, and you have a Bryant team who comes in 1-6. How do you make sure you don't overlook them a little bit?
We just got to stay focused, you know, on a week-by-week basis. We can't look forward to whatever game we got next week. We got to stay focused on this. We lost homecoming last year to Duquesne, and we don't want to lose homecoming again. So I think everyone's focused. We want to go and get this win this week because we've lost 2 in a row, and we want to get back on the right track.
Kyle, thanks so much, and best of luck on Saturday.
Thanks.
That's quarterback Kyle Frazier of the Monmouth Hawks.
All right, guys. Well, we are here, and you know what? We have some people lined up, and actually, I see Professor Phillips Anderson and his little daughter, Talia, who is so adorable, and she is looking like she's so excited to play a game right now. I don't know, Talia.
Gary Call here.
Veronica, you with Talia, ready? So let's see what she has to offer us today.
Hi, so I'm over here with Professor Phillips Anderson and his really cute daughter, Talia. Talia. Oh, she's a little camera shy today. No? Okay. Talia's for that you want to play a game.
Do you want to play a game?
You want to play a game? You want to spin this?
Okay, can you spin the wheel?
All right, what are you going to pick? What thing?
What's it going to land on?
Seashell. You said you wanted a seashell earlier, right?
I think she said seashell.
I heard seashell.
I heard
okay,
seashell.
Talia. So how about some sunglasses?
Awesome.
How's that?
What do you say, hon?
Thank you. And we also have a coupon for cake, bake, and roll. So
awesome.
Daddy
for
can
all
go
your
get you
little
some cupcakes. How's that sound?
cupcakes, cookies, cake, all that.
Great.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right. We still have a bunch of games going on over here. So
And we
if
had
anyone,
some people lined
yeah,
up,
we have
too.
Some people
Don't
lined
be
up
shy.
Over here.
Don't be
Come
shy.
on, don't
Come
be
on
shy.
over.
All right. What's your name?
Caitlin.
Caitlin. Okay. And Caitlin, are you a student here or are you an alum?
I am a student. I'm a sophomore.
Oh, great. Okay. So what game do you want to try take a chance at today?
I'm going to go with that one.
With this.
She wants to spin the wheel.
She wants to spin the wheel.
Wheel of cake.
So what image are you going to pick today?
I'll go with the flip-flops.
The flip-flops. All right. So give it a good spin. We're hoping for some flip-flops. All right. That was a really good spin. It's going really fast. No, it landed on a shell, but that's okay because everyone's a winner over here. So you have a choice of anything on our table. What are you going to go with?
We got some killer sunglasses right here to protect you from the heat today.
I'll take the frisbee.
You want a frisbee?
She's going to go with a frisbee.
Grab a frisbee. Now, just real quick, who do you think's going to win the game today?
Monmouth, of course.
Monmouth? All right, great. Awesome. All right. Do we have anyone else lined up over here? No? Okay.
While we're waiting for some people, might as well tell you about a little bit about WMCX.
Yeah, let's hear a little bit about WMCX.
He already played.
Aww.
What do you say, Veronica? Are you going to give your little brother another
Yeah,
shot?
we can give my little brother another shot. Come over here, Douglas. All right, what game are you playing now?
I'll go with darts.
You want to go with the darts?
How
okay.
about we give him a challenge with treasure hunt? I think
right.
that's more fitting.
Oh,
What do you
challenge
think?
with treasure hunt? Yeah.
Challenge with treasure hunt.
You're pretty good at this. You play baseball.
I'm going to give you your 3 ping pong balls there.
All
Go
right,
ahead and line it up. Miss number 1. It bounced, but it was no good.
All right.
Oh,
so close. That's
So
okay.
close
Doug,
for
come back here.
Douglas.
We'll give you a prize. All right. How about a flashlight? I already have that. Yeah? All right. Sounds good. So, come on. Come
Do
over
we
here.
have
Come on. Let's play.
more players? Awesome.
All right.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Jamie. I'm a freshman.
All right. Great. And, Jamie, what game do you want to play today?
What are my options?
We have Treasure Hunt, we have the Wheel of Cake, and we also have the Dart Board.
A lot of people have been winning with darts, so
Let me
I
go
would
with the
say
darts.
pick darts.
I'll go with the
All right. So let's go right over here. All right.
What do I do here?
All right. You just stand here, stand right here, and you throw them at anyone if you pop it.
There's pop number
All
1.
right. We got an orange.
Keep going, keep going.
Keep
We'll
going.
give him as
Okay.
many prizes as he pops.
Okay. That's a green.
A green.
Oh, close. So we got orange and green.
So he wins a lanyard and 2 of our Hawk TV and WMCX pens.
All right, there we go.
That's good.
Congratulations, Jamie.
Thank you very
All right, and now we're going to send it right back to our host, Kate and Goldie.
Yes. And I don't know if you guys can hear all that ruckus going on, but that's everyone getting ready for our annual homecoming parade.
And that spirit parade, I mean, let's be honest, it's pretty awesome. It pumps it pumps up all the fans out here ready. You know, we have all the tailgaters coming out to watch it, and that's, you know, there's floats there. The homecoming court's in there with the winners.
Greek Life's in there.
Greek Life. We got fraternities and sororities who literally build these pretty awesome floats.
And
They're
they
pretty
are
expensive.
elaborate.
Elaborate and themed. Right?
Of
I mean,
course,
Showdown at the
Showdown
Shore.
Shore.
It's going to be pretty awesome. So we actually also have our reporter Kim is going to be talking to some people from SGA, and they're going to be commentating on the parade. And we're so excited to hear because not only they're going to talk about the parade, but they're going to give us like details about the floats. So they're going to tell us, you know, donations, because who can really afford to make a float on their own?
Especially one that elaborate.
I know. So the clubs and organizations are going to rely on donations. They're going to talk about that. They're going to talk about the themes, all the different organizations that are going to be in that parade. So I'm so excited to hear about it. So Kim, what do you have for us? Let's hear about the parade.
Thanks, Kate. We are so excited here. We are standing on this grassy knoll. The parking lot is full, and we are full of energy as the game is starting at 1. Right here, we have the parade coming around again, and I'm happy to have the president of SGA, Sophia Mandia, here, and the president of TEAC, Joe Delara. Happy to have you here. Are you having fun?
I am, and just actually to correct you, I'm the homecoming chair for SJ. I'm not the president.
You see, I just gave her a better title. She's the homecoming chair. Well, in my eyes, you're the president. You're really doing a great job of keeping everything together today. We really appreciate that. So what are you looking forward to most about today?
Gosh, I'm just looking forward to seeing all of our hard work come together, and everybody that has put so much work into this really come together and make this day awesome. We got a gorgeous day, so we're really lucky.
It is a gorgeous day, and I'm so glad that you were able to participate and then also going to be able to attend the game. That's really great. And what about you, Joe? What are you really looking forward to today?
Well, Soph did a really good job, and the weather's great, but it's also one of the few times that all of Greek life gets together and is kind of all in the same area celebrating homecoming together, so it's really awesome. So I really like all of the Greek unity, actually. So.
Yeah, and speaking of Greek unity, I know you are also very involved in Greek life as well, aren't you?
Yes, I'm on the e-board for ZTA, and I'm also the administrative assistant of Greek Senate. So.
Wow, you really have quite a title there. I actually think that they're coming right around now. I'm really excited to hear what they have. Do you know much about what you have put together for your sororities?
Well, we actually collaborated together this year to put together our float, and I mean, it's just a beach theme. We tried to put some tiki elements into it and make it look fun. Yeah.
What was that?
We had fire on our float, so I mean, I'm hoping that we win. So.
Wow, fire on the floats. That sounds promising. I think I hear them now. This is great. Well, also, what do you have to say about this long-term project? How long did it take you to put this all together?
Well, I got the position as homecoming chair in the spring last year, so I've been working on it throughout the summer, you know, just brainstorming things maybe we want to do, but the actual, real planning doesn't start until we get back to school and can work with everybody, so.
That's excellent. It's a pleasure getting to speak with you both. I hear the parade coming around. It's getting loud. We're getting excited. I'm really looking forward to the next part. Back to you, Kate and Goldie.
Well, thanks so much, guys. I know that's a great a great way to think about today's game and to really get in the mindset of today's game. But I mean, as you guys know, this theme is Showdown at the Shore, and we can't just talk about the showdown that's happening. We have to talk about the shore, too. So we figured our sports guys are going to take care of that, so we invited one of our environmental experts on campus. I'm going to call you that if that's okay. This is Tony McDonald. He's the director of the Urban Coast Institute, and he's going to talk to us more about the shore today than the showdown. We're not going to talk about that. So can you start us out and tell us the Urban Coast Institute, what is it? Like, what is your guys' mission? Tell us about it.
Great. Well, like you said, we're at the shore, and one thing that Monmouth realized is that we really needed to work with the students and the community to really improve the shore. So really, the mission of the Urban Coast Institute is really to work with local communities and students to find ways to improve water quality, to look at issues having to do with how we actually manage the development at the shore, and how we actually just do a good job managing coastal and ocean resources.
So why was the Urban Coast Institute, why was that established at Monmouth University?
Well, again, I think to establish our identity as a university that we have a unique location, we have a unique responsibility. Also, I think President Gaffney he's an oceanographer. For those of you who don't know, he was on the U.S. Commission on Ocean Policy. And one thing they said is we really did need to step up as a community to get young people involved and to train them in getting involved in how to manage coastal and ocean resources.
Absolutely. I mean, so if we look at that then, how are these young people getting involved? How are students involved? What parts are they playing in the Urban Coast Institute?
Well, they can get involved in lots of ways. One way that we actually work to actually support ocean management and coastal management is to support research. So we support some research projects, so a lot of students get involved. We have the Heidi Lynn Sculthorpe Summer Research Program, the School of Science Summer Research Program, and we also hire students to work with us. Right now we're doing some work in Barnegat Bay on water quality. So we take students out and actually teach them about the shore and get them involved. The other way is to get involved with clubs. The Environmental Club is very, very active. Brett Gilmartin, who I think is a friend of yours,
he is. He's my
a
best
fantastic
friend.
guy, and he's the president of the Environmental Club. And I know next week I think they're doing a beach cleanup. There's a lot of activities. We're right here along Lake Takanashi and Whale Pond Brook. We do cleanups there. So there's lots of opportunities for students to get involved in volunteer opportunities as well.
Oh, that's great. So beyond the volunteer opportunities and stuff like that, what kind of programs do you host that are really a little more educational? Do you host that kind of stuff to teach students?
We do that a lot. We need the students to come out to all those things. I know you're all busy with classes, but we have a lot of fantastic workshops that we have. Actually, next Friday, we have what is our annual Ocean Future Symposium, and we have leaders from around the country. We have the head of the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey. We have the head of an offshore oil and gas company. We have the head of World Shipping Council to talk about essentially wealth from the ocean. There's a lot of jobs that are dependent on a healthy ocean. So next Friday, 10 to 12, we have the Ocean Future Symposium.
And where will that be?
Please come out. That's in Wilson Hall. And we do a variety of other programs, public programs as well.
Right on campus. So you make it accessible to the students.
Absolutely. That's one of our missions, is to bring in speakers and experts from the state and actually from around the world to Monmouth to make this a destination and develop our identity as a leading institution of higher learning looking at coastal issues.
Great. So let's talk now about the environmental issues. What would you say is one of the biggest environmental issues facing our coast today?
Well, I'll cheat and pick two issues if that's okay. I think one issue is continued to be an issue. Obviously, in New Jersey, we care about beaches and beach water quality. So I think the major issue for New Jersey is continue to manage nutrient runoff. So people who don't know the science, nutrients run into the beach, pollute, run off of our streets into the ocean. We need to keep beach water quality clean, and we also need to make sure that we actually control nutrients running out into the water. And the other big issue, I think, is offshore wind energy. That's an issue actually sort of at a higher scale, looking at things like global warming and potentially changing climate. So New Jersey is probably the prime location that people are looking to develop wind energy. So I think that's a huge challenge for the state and also for the nation.
Great. And so the Urban Coast Institute is working towards
We have a couple of very specific programs. We actually have a marine scientist, Jim Nichols, and we actually have some research vessels that go out and do water quality monitoring. Thanks to a grant from the Fairleigh Dickinson Jr. Foundation, we have 10 water quality monitoring stations up and down the Northern Jersey shore. We maintain that water data and information. We also are active working with New Jersey DEP and Barnegat Bay Restoration on water quality.
So now, sorry to cut you off, are students involved in those processes?
They are. We actually try to get students involved with all of our research projects. So we actually, just the other day, we're down in the Barnegat Bay for 24 hours of testing. So we had sort of students coming in and out all for the 24-hour period on rotations to actually do water quality testing, and we're also doing some zooplankton to sort of manage some of the biodiversity of the Barnegat Bay. So we try to involve students in everything we do whenever we can.
Which is awesome. So we have a couple more seconds left, so I just want to ask you real quick, number one, do students have to be marine and environmental biology majors to get involved in the Urban Coast Institute?
Absolutely not. I mean, I think the thing about the Urban Coast Institute, although we're in the School of Science, we want to work with all of the departments. We've funded some students to look at things like the history of the Jersey Shore.
Right.
We're looking at issues on economics are very important to the beaches. So we've had forums on the tourism industry, on the economics of the Jersey Shore.
Absolutely.
So we really need to look at issues like that. Social issues are very important. So we'd like to actually see lots of students get involved. We think it's actually a combination of science and policy that's going to make coasts clean.
So you hear that, students? We need you involved. That's absolutely great. So
Thank
I
you.
want to thank you so much for being here today. That's about all the time we have for this. I know I learned a lot. So right now we're going to send it over to our reporter, Kim, who is in the field with, it looks like, some alumni. So I'm really excited to hear what she has to say. Kim, what do you got for us?
Hi, Kate. Hi, Goldie. We're here now for our moment that we've been waiting for, Top It Trivia. Here we have a free yogurt at Top It right here on Ocean Avenue. So I gathered 6 friends of mine. They want to just introduce themselves before we start up our game. First, we have...
Hi, I'm Brian.
Brian, what is your major?
I'm a health studies major.
Great. And what's your name?
My name is Masab. I'm a health studies major as well.
My name is John, and I'm a software engineering major.
Great. And now we have my alumni friend.
Hi, I'm Gina. I graduated last May.
I am Matt.
I am Dan.
Great. So here we have 6 players, and we're going to get started now. First question. What was the former name of Woodrow Wilson Hall? Was it Shadow Lawn Mansion, the Hawk's House, or C, Monmouth Mansion? No cheating. Don't look at my... Do you want me to repeat the answers?
Shadow's Lawn Mansion.
Shadow Lawn Mansion. And you have yourself 1 Top It card.
Thank you.
Great playing. Second question. Masab, what year was Monmouth founded? 1900, B, 1933, or C, 1865?
What was B again?
1933.
I'll go with that.
Positive?
Final answer.
Final answer. He's got it. B, 1933. He's got himself a Top It card.
Thank you.
Enjoy. Enjoy every bite. That's right. That's right. Now you have an opportunity. Are you ready? How many Division I sports are there at Monmouth? Is it 9, 15, or 21?
15.
You sure about that?
Yes.
Unfortunately, the answer was 21. Okay. Next try. How long has Coach Callahan been with us at the Monmouth football team? Was it 30 years, 15 years, or 20 years? It was 20 years! She gets herself a Top It card. Thank you. Unfortunately, I'm really sorry to tell you that we don't have enough time. Hopefully we could come back later and do some more Top It trivia. Congratulations to those who won it. Back to you, Katie and Goldie.
Thanks, Kim. That was some great trivia. We got some more great games over at the promo table. Why don't you show us, Veronica and Nick?
As you can tell, it is getting very hot outside, but I can tell you right now that the competition is in fact heating up. We have Abby and Brittany, 2 friends competing for the grand prize gift card from Bubba Coos. Now, Abby, if you win and Brittany loses, is this going to affect your friendship?
No, not really. I'll still love her. But I'll beat her.
Okay, heated words from Abby. How about you, Brittany?
I'm gonna win, so...
She's going to win, so okay. We'll see about that. Abby, would you like to throw the 3 darts first? Okay, Abby, stand right here. If you pop 3 balloons with your 3 darts, you get the prize. Go ahead. And the first dart is a miss. That's okay. Throw the second. Oh, throw the third. Maybe you get 1. Oh, nothing. So Brittany does not have much competition here. If she pops 1, she gets bragging rights, but pop 3, and you get the gift card. Let's go, Brittany. And the first throw. Oh, she missed. That's okay. Second throw. Another miss. You got to get this one. Oh, that's okay, guys. Thank you for playing.
You know what, Nick? Why don't we give him another shot? Why don't we give him another round?
You want to give another round of 3?
We gotta get rid of this gift card. We gotta give it away.
Okay. You got this, Abby. Are you sure? What are you going to do differently this time?
I'm gonna focus on the balloon.
Become one with the balloon. Become one with the balloon. Let's see what happens. There's one. And the second, that's okay, throw it. Oh, that's okay. Let's go. Focusing in, she only got one. Brittany, you gotta pop more than one. Can you do this? Are you sure you can do this? Okay. Well, I guess we'll wind it up here later, but right now we gotta throw it back to the hosts, Kate and Goldie. So guys, take it away.
Well, thank you so much, guys. That looked like an awesome way to end our game session here. And it's coming to an end here. We only have a few minutes left, so right now I'm going to throw it to Kim, who is going to give her one last little goodbye for this event. So Kim, go ahead.
Thanks again, Kate and Goldie. It's been a pleasure as your roaming reporter. I'm Kimberly Kravitz, and we're going to take our blue and white boys, and we're going to go ahead and beat Bryant. That's right, Homecoming 2012. Thanks again. Enjoy the rest of your day, and see you at 1. Thank you, and here's Kate and Goldie.
Sports guys, how about your sign-off?
We're going to go through a couple predictions real quick. Myself, Brad Brown, Mike Zimmerman, Mike Heyer. I'm going to go with the Hawks win 31-10. How about you guys?
I'm taking Hawks 41-13.
You know, Bryant's a great team. They put up points last week, but I'm going with the Hawks.
So it looks like it's a unanimous decision. The Hawks look like they should win. We got them all picked. Ray Malaspina, Mike Heyer on the call on WMCX 88.9 FM, WMCX.com, and follow all the action on Twitter at WMCX Sports. Back to you guys.
Well, thanks so much, guys. So, Goldie, it looks like that's about our time to...
Before we go, I got one more amazing joke for you.
Amazing? I don't know. All right, go ahead. Try me. One more time. One more time.
What did the beach say to the wave?
I don't know. What, Goldie?
Long tide, no sea. And we'll see you guys later.
We will see you guys later.
Thanks for watching.
Real quick, we do want to give a special thank you to our sponsors. Of course, Top It. Thank you so much. Cake, Bake, and Roll for the free promo prizes. And Bubba Cruise. Thank you so much, guys. So we also want to thank you to our crew, and we want to read off some names here. We got to acknowledge everyone. So we're going to start with our co-executive producer, Ashley Pacifico. Woo! Anna Chamberlain, also a co-executive producer. And Anna Chamberlain, double duty here. Director Anna Chamberlain. Our assistant director, Katie Meyer. Our technical director, Tara Cooney. Field producer, Rachel Gramuglia.
We got our lovely host, Kate Nowacki, and myself, Aaron Goldie Goldner. From sports, we got Mike Heyer, Mike Zimmerman, and Brad Brown. From promotions, we got Nick Salmons and Veronica Urowski.
Our floor manager, Nicole Giannone. Audio engineers, Mike Pilardi, Maggie News, and Jesse Laria. Our board op, Ray Malaspino. Our production coordinator, Chris Down.
We got our awesome camera operators, Andrew Byrne, Brian Hedges, Jennifer Holm, Brian Bowler. We got our lead utility, Andy Schmid. We got other utility, Monique Demers, Ray Bogan, Nick Garcia, Christina Caplobo, John Blair, Nick Dolphin.
We also have some other people who came out to support from Hawk TV and WMCX who are basically doing whatever we've asked them all day. So thank you to those. We have Nash Wiener, Gina Serra, Raquel Wareheim, Alexa DeRosa, Jamie Shea.
We got a special thanks for the comms department, especially the special events committee, Dr. Shamrock, Dr. Chad Dell, Professor Lawrence, Professor Voinovich, and Professor Harris.
And of course, we cannot forget our advisors, our wonderful advisors who do so much for us. Thank you to Professor Chris Cavallaro, Professor Eric Reicher, Professor Donna Dolphin, Professor Aaron Ferguson, Professor Rob Scott, and Donna Mancini. Woo! Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you,
Remember,
guys.
you are watching Hawk TV. You are listening to WMCX 88.9 FM West Long Branch. Thank you so much for coming out. And make sure you tune in to the football game at 1 p.m. on Kessler Field. Thank you so much, guys. And have a great day.
Aloha.
Aloha. Woo!